East Chicago. We back out here revisiting the lake. We just finished coming off a Music Fest weekend. Beautiful event. Now we out here for a night out against crime with the East Chicago Police Department. Again, educating the children on being proactive against crime, making them safe and letting them know that the police officer and the police department are their friends. So we will tell each and every one of you that this will be going live. We welcome you. We'll be out here till 7 o'clock. So please bring your kids. We got Touch a Truck and the rest of our equipment is out here. Police cars, fire department. So please come out and join us. And like I said, I'm going to walk back here as I'm listening to Michael Jackson, and we'll be able to get out of the wind and you'll be able to see a panoramic view of what's happening out here.
Welcome to National Night Out 2024, sponsored here by the East Chicago Police Department at the beautiful George Park. I want to thank everybody for coming, especially our sponsors and our vendors. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, as well as the Honorable Mayor Anthony Copeland.
So we have a lot of vendors, as you can see around you with the tables, the RV, we have our touch of trucks. Please walk around, visit every vendor. I want to thank all my vendors also for showing up. This is a great support. We appreciate you guys and always supporting us. And right now, I'm going to introduce you to Ms. Lisette Guillen, who has a few words for you.
Thank you, Chief. Thanks everybody for coming out. You guys have picked the most beautiful spot. I know it's a little windy, but better than having the heat bearing down on us. Beautiful lakefront here in East Chicago. On behalf of the sponsors, we want to thank the City of East Chicago, Mayor Copeland and Chief Rivera for bringing so many vendors out to the community. Just want to thank some of our sponsors right now. Of course, this is being presented by HealthLink. Thanks to NIPSCO, Cleveland Cliffs, Anthem, North Shore, Ivy Tech, Purdue, and ICRC, along with lawyer Roy Dominguez, the Chicago White Sox, and the U.S. Army. We'll be back up with some more announcements, but please get your kids registered.
Thank you, guys. We'll also be having our K-9 demonstration probably in the next 20 minutes. We'll come up here and make an announcement, but in the meantime, please go grab something to eat, visit our vendors, talk to our officers, and we'll be here for you guys. Thank you.
I've been a K-9 dealer for about 4 years. He's a Belgian Mal. His name is Odin. He's about 3.5 years old. He's trained in patrol work and drugs. The patrol basically means he can track apprehension work, article searches, and as far as narcotics, they can find anything from marijuana to meth to crack to heroin. I will pass you on to Sergeant Morris.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Sergeant Morris with East Chicago Police Department. This is K-9 Finn. He is a Dutch Shepherd. He's also certified in the same thing as Odin, narcotics and human detection. Officer works with the Chicago Police Department. His K-9 Kratos, certified in explosives and firearms.
Officer Tipton, this is K-9 Freya. I believe she's one of 2 female K-9s in the county right now. She is a dual purpose dog, same as Odin and Fenrir. She is a Belgian Mal, crossbred with a German Shepherd.
do a demo first. It's going to be a narcotic search. We're going to do it here on this police side by side. I'll kind of walk you through what K9 Veneer here is going to do. So the command to search something is search. So as you see, his nose is close to the vehicle. Once his tail starts wagging, he's in the odor. He's in the odor, you can tell by his tail. And once he stops and he puts his nose to the source, that's going to be his alert to where the narcotic is. And then he gets rewarded for being a good boy.
Drop the gun. Put it right here. Next thing. No,
Sorry, I'm not good at this. The next thing we're going to do here is we're going to do an article search. So basically that's going to be if a bad guy runs, drops a gun, or drops any kind of article, or a missing person, we could use a piece of clothing for a track. After we do the article search, we're going to do an apprehension. The article search and the apprehension are both going to be over in the grass area. So if you guys all want to scoot down so you guys can see it. Huh?
You're fine.
Hi, doggy.
So next up will be an article search. Pretty much when the suspect drops the firearm, drops the phone, whatever he had. So give it a command, it's a search on the ground. Once they find out the dog's on the way down,
So this is what he found. He was searching out the human odor. Right here too? Yeah, might as well. I'm sorry? Okay.
So next up, we're gonna do the bite demonstration. You're gonna see all the dogs kind of go a little crazy right here because they see the bite shoe. They know what this is. This is fun for them.
Hey, Crocker. All right, I'm sorry, come right here.
You're about to be a good girl.
So what you see is no matter what happens with the dogs are gonna stay on that bite no matter what the decoy does. The decoy can pick them up, he can run, he can punch the dog, he can kick the dog. Unfortunately, it happens. These dogs are trained to stay on the bite no matter what until the handler tells that dog to release and you can get the release. This is pretty much much a last resort right here. We're all going to use the dogs in this type of situation for if the person that we're chasing is a danger to the public. Potentially hurting someone or harming anyone in any type of way. So what you see here is K9 Odin. So as you can see, like I told you earlier, no matter if you pick the dog up, if you grab him, if he punches him, he kicks him, the dogs do not care. And the last dog we see here is the baby of the group. This is K9 Kratos. So when you see Officer Huerta take the dog off, that's called a control out. He's trying to stop the dog as the dog's releasing. Sometimes the dogs are overstimulated, and you can see they're ready to go. He's taking that dog off by the collar, which is making the dog spit the bite out, but also controlling his head so he doesn't re-bite. And as you can see, mine is a little overexcited. You want to take one more? Like, good boy. Any questions? Anybody got any questions about the dogs? We can answer a couple questions.
How hard do they bite?
They bite hard. They all bite different. Some dogs, they bite and they pull you down. Some bites bite and they shake their head. So they all bite different, but they all bite hard. That's why, like I said, they're a last resort.
How old are the dogs? And how long did it take to
My dog is 5. He just turned 5 in June. Odin is about 3.5, 4. Kratos is a year and 8 months. This is K9 Kratos right here, and Freya is 2. I can't hear you. So that is something that comes up after time. That is something that they can do just to release. So when we certify, we actually have to certify telling the dog to release while we're standing behind cover, meaning we can either be behind a door, a car, whatever it may be. And the dog has to release, sit down, and watch the person, the arrestee, stand there, and we would have to put them in handcuffs and walk them away without the dog moving. So that is something we have to certify every single year to do that. Well, yeah, when they're needed to be used and they do have to apprehend someone, it is a pretty serious injury that they have. But like I said, it is a last resort thing, and it's not just getting sent on people for petty situations. If the dog is getting sent, it was a major thing that just happened. So some of the commands: the dog to seat, the seats for the dog to lay down is off. For the dog to search for an article is seek. For the dog to search for a man or person, it's revere or souk. Souk is a tracking. Revere is more so you're telling the dog you're going to go find somebody to bite. You get what I'm saying? So there's different commands. It might seem like it's the same thing, but they're different. Dogs have great noses. They can smell things that we can't even imagine. All right, I got one more question and that's about it. We have to train every day. Every day we do something small.
Don't call me dummy. That's it. You call me dummy,
What's a good example of a last scenario? Or a last...
I can't hear you.
What's a good example of a last resort?
Good example is a man with a gun, somebody harming anybody in any bodily harm. So if somebody might have, let's say you got beat up by someone and they tried to run from us and they caused you serious bodily harm, maybe they pulled a knife on you, pulled a gun on you. Serious charges only. So felony cases, that's the only time we're sending our dog.
All right, you guys, so let's give a nice round of applause for our canine officers and their partners. So one thing I did hear was, how much do they cost? Anybody know?
Too much.
Upwards of $10,000. So they're very expensive dogs, but you see they serve a great purpose. Right, that protects our officers. And we also treat all our canines just like officers. They're not just a pet. So if you see it outside in a crowd like here today, or if we're working, it's just like seeing an officer. So these dogs actually have a serious purpose within our department, and they're well taken care of. All right, everybody, these are for the grand prizes for the two 32-inch TVs. So this is all age groups. So you must have your ticket. Child must be present, so pay attention to the color of the ticket that I'm calling and the number. This one is the green ticket. Pay attention if you got a green ticket. 115044. Green ticket. Where's the child at? You better bring your child up here.
That's not yours,
Congratulations. We got one more. Ah, pink ticket again. 965536. What? We got a winner over here. Now we got a few more prizes that I'll call out. Sorry, they're not TVs, but they're actually, we're gonna now pick out. We got some wireless headsets here, so I'm gonna call out numbers. Our 2024 National Night Out. We appreciate all our vendors, all our donors, and all our residents for coming, and especially all our volunteers. So please have a safe night, and we'll see you guys next year.
We'll be right back.